Okay, Wakas, today we're looking at journal page 45, square root transformations. F of x equals negative 8 times the square root of negative bx minus h plus k, where the negative in front of the a reflects over the x-axis. When a is greater than 1, it's a vertical stretch. When a is greater than 0 but less than 1, it's a vertical compression. When the negative in front of the b inside the square root, it reflects over the y-axis. When b is greater than 0 but less than 1, it's a horizontal stretch. When b is greater than 1, it's a horizontal compression. When it's plus h, it translates left. When it's minus h, it translates right. When it's plus k, it translates up. When it's minus k, it translates down. If you would update your notes. Okay, now your notes are updated. Let's take a look at the examples. Okay, let's take a look at the lighting there. Change that a little bit. All right. It says graph the square root function, describe the transformation, and state the domain and range. Okay, so let's take a look at the parent function of the square root. So square root of x. So when x equals 0, that is the square root of 0, which the square root of 0 equals 0. Okay, when x is 1, the square root of 1 equals 1. We're not going to do 2 because the square root of 2 is not going to come out to be a whole number, so we're not going to do 3. We can do 4. The square root of 4 is 2, and the square root of 9 is 3. Okay, so let's graph those points. So 0, 0, 1, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, and then 9, 1, 2, 3. So this is the parent function of the square root parent function, okay? Now, it's not a transformation because this is the parent function. Now, domain is bracket 0 to infinity, and range is bracket 0 to infinity. Okay, let's take a look at example 2. Okay, now we're going to graph by direction. Okay, but let's first move the vertex. So that -1 moves it right 1 and then up 2. So the new vertex, what the original was at 0, 0. Now we go to the right 1, up 2. Okay. Now we're going to use these directions. So 0 instead of 0, 0, our new vertex is HK, which is right here. 1, 1, 4, 2, 9, 3. But we see here that we have to multiply the y directions by -3. So 1 times -3 is -3. 2 times -3 is -6. And 3 times -3 is -9. Those are -3's. Okay, so now here we go to the right 1, down 1, 2, 3. To the right 4, down 6. So right 1, 2, 3, 4, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then to the right 9, down 9. So it's all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, down. We know this was at 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now, transformations of system from left to right, so we have 4 of them. So reflect x-axis. Vertical stretch of 3, not -3, just 3. The negative is a reflection, and the 3 is a vertical stretch. And then we got to the right 1, unit and up 2 units. Okay. Domain is going to be bracket 1 to infinity. But now here, because we're reflected, we're coming from for range negative infinity to 2. Bracket. Okay, go and finish up example 2. All right. Example 3, 4, and 5. Use the description to write the square root function g based on the parent function f of x equals the square root of x. Okay. So if f is reflected across the x-axis, compressed vertically by a factor of 1/5 and translated down 4 units. Okay. All right. So that means our function is f of x equals, so it reflects across the x-axis, so the negatives on the outside, vertical compressed, so that's 1/5 times the square root of x, and since it went down, minus 4. Okay. Then for it, reflect f across the y-axis and translate 3 units up. So then that's f of x equals the square root of negative x plus 3. Example 5. If f is translated left 5 units and 4 units down, so f of x equals the square root of x plus 5 minus 4. Okay, so if you would finish up examples 3, 4, and 5. All right. Almost pulled the camera. All right. Now, let's look at example 6 and 7. Graph the square root inequality using transformations, okay? So first we need to move the vertex. That means we move the vertex left 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And then we know if we graph by direction, we H and K, that's your new vertex, and then 1, 1, 4, 2, 9, 3. Okay, so we go to the right 1, up 1, to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, up 2, to the right 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up 1, 2, 3. Now, there's no line underneath, so it's a dashed line. Okay. Now, we notice here x is negative 1, 2, 3, 4. So when we have the square root of negative 4 plus 4 equals 0, that's okay. But if x is negative 5, that's the square root of negative 5 plus 4, which is the square root of negative 1, which is an imaginary number. So we can't go past x equals 4. Okay. So when it's greater than, we shade above, but we can't shade to this side. So okay, go and finish up example 6. All right. Now, it looks like our vertex is going to go up 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we're going to graph by direction. So we know that's H and K. We know 1, 1, 4, 2, 9, 3. But we see here that we have to multiply by negative 1. So that's 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. And 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. So we go to the right 1, down 1, to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, down 2, to the right 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, down 1, 2, 3. There's a line underneath, so it's a solid line. We know that we can't go to the left of that. Okay, and it's less than, so we shade below. All right, so if you would, go and finish up your examples and start working on your assignment, and have a wonderful Wildcat day.